Good morning. Welcome to Market Day Report. Welcome to June. Is it the 2nd? That's hard to believe. Starting to look at the calendar and can't believe we're in June already. Seemed like we were just in February, and I guess we were a few months back. But anyway, we're up and trading for a new week and a new month. Let's go to the corn market. Are we turning the corner on corn? You know, corn has settled lower for 6 consecutive sessions and is coming off of a month where it lost nearly 5% of its value. Well, December today at 4.40 1/4 is a penny 3/4 higher. And then you have soybeans. Soybeans still in positive territory for the year, though a tough week last week. November 10.18 1/4. It's down 8.5 and at the bottom of a 10-cent trading range. Wheat market, what's happening here? Chicago at 5.44 3/4. It's up 10 3/4 cents. Now 3 sessions higher, consecutive sessions higher for hard red. It's at 5.45 1/2, up 12 1/4. And then spring wheat. What do we see here? December up 4, 6.57 1/2. Then the cotton market, which has really struggled. It's been lower 4 consecutive sessions, but really just in a tight range between 67 and 69 cents. 68.53 today. That's up 78. All right, let's go from cotton. We trade that in New York to Whitehall, Maryland. Ben Hushon. Ben, what's happening?
Good morning, Tony. I tell you what, it's been interesting. We've talked the last several weeks. We've had 1 or 2 days every week of sunshine. Well, we're forecasted for a longer stretch this week. So the rains quit on Saturday morning. And as our good friend Shane Smithson in this community said, Hay-mageddon began instead of Armageddon, because anyone that had any way to cut hay was out in force. If not Saturday, they were Sunday. There's still more being cut today. A lot of wind over the weekend. Now, we were 43 degrees this morning, which is about 15 to 20 degrees cooler than normal. But the big news is we had hay that should have been cut weeks ago, that finally we have that window. The farmers have that window. And let me tell you, there literally is hay down everywhere that I went over the weekend. Was down into Carroll County here this morning at the Nash farm. It's the same story. Hay, I see some hay behind me that had been cut apparently this morning or yesterday, still very green. Some further back in the hill that looks like they're going to be raking it up later today. So it's a great day, great week, it looks like, for drying. Certainly corn planting, we hope to get closer to wrapping up. Soybeans, pretty much believe we're at about 70%. And I know those farmers today are trying to figure out, do they cut the hay, do they plant the beans, or et cetera, et cetera. Just another day on the farm. Lots of choices to make.
Hey, Ben, when it comes to the hay, where is that going? What's the market? Is it feeding?
Yep, Tony, great question. The majority of the hay, if grain farmers in our area, most of them will run 30, 50, 100 acres of grass hay, and almost all of that's gone to the equine market. Lots of training horses, show horses, some race horses in this community. But there's also beef cattle operations. We see them kind of coming back. 10 years ago, it was hard to find somebody that had more than 2 or 3 cows, but a lot of local grazed beef is starting to come back. So they're certainly putting some hay away for this winter too.
Great insight, Ben. Thanks for popping in. Ben Hushon is with the mill in Whitehall, Maryland. By the way, do you know what country takes the majority of our hay? The biggest export market for the U.S. hay industry is, or has been in the past, I need to now look at some new figures, but at one time was China. Yeah, China, #1 buyer of U.S. hay. We'll take a break. We'll come back in a moment, and we'll pick up some, not on the equine side, but livestock for sure. What's happening there? Market Day Report continues in a moment.